Welcome back to Every Disney Movie Ever. My name is Jess, and I'm attempting to watch every Disney movie ever. Today, I'm going to talk about Lieutenant Robin Crusoe, U.S.N. The film was directed by Byron Paul, and it stars Dick Van Dyke. The film is about Lieutenant Robin Crusoe being stranded on an island after he has to eject himself from his plane. This is the first Disney film I've watched that started with so much promise and then just exponentially tanked. After 20 minutes into the film, I'm buying the jokes. I think Dick Van Dyke's silly and funny. I'm kind of into the story. I'm like, okay, how's he gonna get out of this? What's gonna happen to him? He finds a crashed Japanese submarine on the other side of his island, and inside it, he finds a chimpanzee. The chimpanzee is a U.S. Air Force Astro chimp inside a Japanese submarine. If I haven't made myself clear up until this point, I'm getting sick of the chimpanzees. Disney, I understand you have access to monkeys that can do cool stuff. And don't get me wrong, I love chimpanzees. I think they're fascinating. I would watch documentaries about them for sure. But like, when I'm 20 minutes into a movie that I think is about some guy being stranded on an island, and he finds an American astro chimp inside a Japanese submarine, you kind of just lose me. After the chimpanzee comes in, the movie just keeps getting worse. I adore Dick Van Dyke. I think everybody adores Dick Van Dyke. Bert from Mary Poppins, The Dick Van Dyke Show, his dancing at 91 years old. Like, I think everyone adores Dick Van Dyke. This movie brought me this close to hating him. Best part of the film, hands down, is Nancy Kwan. She can act her freaking butt off. She's hilarious. She's drop dead gorgeous. She's the best part of the film. The second Nancy Kwan comes on screen, Dick Van Dyke becomes a terrifying white man. She is alone with him in his hut. He says things like, "I had no choice but to tie you up. You were attacking me." And he also says, "Jane would be proud of me. Not every man couldn't do something with a beautiful native girl like that." I have a note in my phone that says, you want to know how long it took me to hate Dick Van Dyke? 1 hour. 1 hour of this 2-hour movie, I felt creeped out by Dick Van Dyke, I felt threatened by Dick Van Dyke, and I understand that it's not Dick Van Dyke, but he was so huge in that time that when you watched a movie, you didn't see the character he played, you saw Dick Van Dyke, and that's how I watched it. I saw Dick Van Dyke saying all of those things, not Robin Crusoe. So it just was a little creepy and not okay. Further into the film, about 20 other women from Nancy's village show up, and this is where the film starts to send some really mixed signals. By this point in the film, Dick Van Dyke's character has taught Nancy's character that where he's from, women have rights. That's great. Now Nancy and all these women want to fight for their rights in their village. That's amazing. I'm totally here for that plotline. The contradiction is real. These girls are fighting for their rights in their village, but the way Dick Van Dyke speaks to all of them and the way all of these women have to act, I feel like I could go on and on about the contradictions of the story and the dialogue, but I don't want to. The women's protest is one of the best scenes in the film. The first 20 minutes where you get silly, fun, non-sexist and racist Dick Van Dyke are great, and then just the rest of it is just an internal seething, I didn't know a movie could start with this much promise and tank this badly experience. All of that being said, the lighting was good, the shot composition was good, there could have been way more movement, I wish there was more movement, the effects were really well done, I think the costumes could have been way better, just all around, Lieutenant Robin Crusoe, U.S.N. Nancy Kwan gets a 50 out of 10 because she's Nancy Kwan and she was revolutionary for Asian actors and she's amazing. The film gets 2 islands out of 10 and it's getting a 2 because Nancy Kwan's in it, okay? Our total movie count is... Parent death toll and cry count are still the same. Next Monday starts our week celebration of the 1-year anniversary of EDME, so please be sure you're telling me what you want to see in the 1-year celebration video. I will be releasing a Disney video every day starting the 21st until the 29th, so make sure you tune in. If you want to keep up with what movie I'm watching when, follow me on Instagram or Twitter and you'll find out what movie I'm watching when. I put out videos every Monday and Friday. Please keep telling me what you want to see in the 1-year celebration down in the comments, okay? Okay, until next time, comment, like, and subscribe, but I'm not charging like you are, so you do you, and please don't be this movie, okay? I know I've used that in the past, but it's true every time I say it.